like a little princess on the couch.
Princess Leia. That'll piss off some people.
Yeah.
What? They already had Luke Skywalker.
Yeah.
No, you.
No.
Anyways. No, you want
no. I was gonna say something about that, but go. Let's start the show.
They said I want to start the show. That's how we start the show. We just be talking.
Just all of you be talking.
Yeah. You know what I mean? We gotta be like 3, 2, 1. Look, hey guys, welcome back to the.
I thought we were supposed to try to say stuff in unison now.
We are.
Okay, all right.
But it's like an intro before the intro.
Got the coordinating and all that. It's like,
and welcome back. Yeah, see? Okay.
I'm the young one. I ain't know that shit.
Yeah.
I'm cool.
He want to do the silhouette challenge.
What's that?
Chad does?
He said, what's that? Look it up. We'll get back to it. Anyways, what up, beautiful people? Welcome to another episode of Y'all Want to Talk About...
Sorry, one more time. Do it again.
This is why people do stuff alone. This is why. You try to bring people together. You try to make, you know what I'm saying, United Colors of Bennington. And then you have a rehearsal. You say, this is how it's going to go.
A rehearsal?
They just brought it up. Hey, we're going to be on the same.
Man. I'm going to record it next time, and then that way we just press the button.
So we're going to try this one more time. I'm going to slow it down. Okay. Maybe I'm moving too fast.
That's it.
I don't know. Anyways, what's up, beautiful people? Welcome back to another episode of Y'all Want to Talk About It?
Okay. Yeah, here we go.
Hey, they screwed up in here. They got to move slow.
That's right.
Anyways, jeez, get it together. Well, in the world of sports, we'll start with that. Cheaters.com.
This is awesome. I laughed.
He thinks it's awesome.
I thought it was hilarious. So if it had been anybody else, it probably wouldn't have been that funny. But there was an article on ESPN this week that GRONK, when he was doing the off-season training for the Buccaneers, because it was all COVID, so they had to like video their workouts and send them in, and they made him run every day. He didn't like it, so he would run like one day a week and then change his shirt and like keep running, and then just like have 7 days worth of shirt changes in one day, and then he wouldn't run the rest of the 6 days. He just sent him on video every day.
Hustle the system.
Right. And I'm like, that's funny. Again, if it was anybody else, it wouldn't be funny, but because it's him, it's funny. But it was making me think. So when my daughter was at ASU, she took an online class, and she was telling me a story about when she was taking the test online. This is the things that we don't think about, right? Because we're not doing this anymore. So there's on your camera, she's like, you have to pick your laptop up and like move it around the room to prove that there's nobody else in there with you, that you're by yourself, right? Yeah, because if somebody else in the room, they could be telling you the answers on your test, right?
Oh, see, I
right?
wouldn't even.
See, so and then apparently there's like an eye tracking thing that's like checking to make sure you're not like looking down in your lap, like you don't have notes or something like that. Yeah, it's like super advanced. So, I mean, just now I was thinking about all the kids that have been working from home, like doing school from home this whole year because of COVID and stuff like that. I think there's all kinds of crazy cheating going on there, right? Like
I would be.
I would be too, yeah. I'd have had something figured out, right? Put your notes behind the laptop so that you can something. I'd have had to figure it out somehow, yeah.
We was bad in college. I ain't gonna lie. We had the little. I ain't gonna tell you which college I went to. We would print out the little answers or whatever, right? And we would like literally be like this, taking a test. You know what I'm saying?
It's just in your hand.
It's in our hand, whatever.
Like taped to your hand?
Yeah, like that. My boy Joe. Shout out Joe. What's up, Joe? Got me through business school right here. Just like that.
Dang, I wonder how it has evolved then.
Well, that's scary though, because if they're looking at your retina and all that, that's...
There was some dude, I read this a while ago, that got in trouble, same kind of system, that he actually had a person under the desk with the textbook, like flipping through, and he'd be like, I don't know what the answer is to this question. And he'd like be thinking out loud and stuff like that. And they got him because he was like basically repeating every question out loud instead of just reading it. Yeah, and then he was getting them all right. Every time he would read one out loud, he'd be like, he's mysteriously getting all of those right.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Well, here's my question back to the GRONK thing. Because you said, because it's him, it's funny. Why wouldn't it be funny with anybody else?
Because I just picture him as like, I mean, you should do your running, right? Like you should do your workouts. I just picture him as like this, party guy that doesn't really That's just kind of his persona, right?
okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Don't you think? You don't think of him like that?
I don't really think about him. I mean, I don't know. I would have been like, if anybody did it, I probably would have laughed. Like, yo, they hustle. That's funny.
I guess you're right. Maybe it would have been. Yeah.
Because I think in any industry, like, I think, and this is totally different, but like, my boy Kev on stage, I remember they film a lot of podcasts in like one day. Mm-hmm. And then they were changing clothes. And then eventually they were like, man, we don't care. Because people were like, ain't y'all wearing the same? And he's like, man, so what? Like, we got to film all this stuff in one day. Like, we're not about to make it look like it's different days. Yes, we do this all in one day. And I was like, oh. So when you sent that, I was like, that's pretty funny, though.
Yeah.
And I don't like running, so I'm like, shout out to him for hustling the run game.
Right,
like,
exactly. I'm sure he's doing his lifting and everything else, right? He just probably
Sure.
doesn't like to
Now, if they lose tomorrow,
that's all on him.
I'll be like, because you cheated.
Right, yeah. Exactly.
I'm going to blame him for
Is
it.
what's the name playing Brown?
Antonio Brown, yeah, he's supposed to play.
Okay.
Isn't that crazy? After all that he went through,
Yeah.
and now he's in the Super Bowl, probably about to get a ring.
Right.
He's got some, he's not out of the woods. There's still some, he had a problem with his homeowners association or something like that. There's still
I'm
some.
sure he lives in the woods, but he'll have a ring in the woods.
He'll have a ring in the woods, yeah.
So,
He has a ring though, doesn't he? Didn't he win with the Steelers?
I don't know, did he?
I felt like he had to.
Did he?
He was there for so long.
Was second ring then?
Yeah. But, yes, he's up for a second one.
Tom Brady hooked that up though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like-
I mean, he pulled him off the street. Like, man, come on, go get him.
Right.
Because everybody else was like, nah, bro.
Well, remember they had him and he was in New England for like a game. And he caught like 11 balls for 120 yards and a touchdown. And then it was like, no, you got to go, right? And they cut him and Brady's like, and so I'm sure that he was like, no, you need to get this guy back here, right? Yeah.
That's what's up.
So,
Well, anyways.
so updated predictions. I think I picked Kansas City when we.
Last time you
Yeah,
said Kansas City?
I think I
And
did,
you,
but
you sticking to that?
No, I'm not.
Oh, okay. You
Yeah,
switching on
I'm
your boy.
switching.
All right.
I got legit reasons this time.
What?
Well-
Last time it wasn't legit?
Last time there's been a whole bunch of injuries to the offensive line for Kansas City, and I feel like the strength of Tampa Bay is their D line, and I think if they can get pressure on Mahomes, who's only rushing 4, and they can cover those dudes in the back, that they got a really good chance to win.
All right.
Look at that, real analysis and breakdown.
I know, you sound like Skip Bayless.
No, don't. Do not put that on me. That's cold.
I lump all Cowboy fans together. It doesn't matter. Just so you know.
Yeah, I would agree with that one.
I sound like Skip Bayless.
Only because y'all both like the Cowboys. If you didn't like the Cowboys, I'd be like, oh man, you sound like Steve Wojciechowski or something. But since you're a Cowboys fan, you sound like Skip
All
Bayless.
right, fine.
Yeah.
Next year, that's our year.
Are you switching your? Do you have a pick? You don't. Oh no, you
Yeah,
said whoever
I'll tell you
wins.
on Monday. I got you.
On Monday?
Yeah, that's what
No,
my team
the
won.
game was on Sunday.
It's all right.
You're not gonna put money on it?
Nah. Honestly, though, Brady gonna win, but I ain't gonna pick a team until Monday.
So no, that's your pick.
That's
right
your
there.
pick.
You're
then.
saying
Brady
you
only
think
plays
Brady-
on one team. He ain't
Right.
playing both. You got that, but it
yeah,
might be
because Patrick, man,
because Mahomes is cold.
he cold, bro.
That was when I picked last week. I'm like, because Mahomes is gonna do something ridiculous, and they're gonna, he's gonna pull it out with fire. That's what I thought was gonna happen, but I've changed my decision.
If Brady win, I think he should retire though.
Go out on
Already
top.
he said this week he plans on playing until he's at least 45.
Yeah.
At least he's only 43 right now.
We got 2 more seasons.
2 more seasons. He's only under contract for 1 more season, but the Bucks already said, well, he can come back. We have no problem with that.
Man,
So
Because he's been there, what, 2 years?
this is his first year.
first year.
Oh,
He just,
wow.
they just got there.
Yeah, just show
Already
let's
Super
go
Bowl.
Super Bowl.
Yeah. ain't it in Tampa?
Yeah,
No?
it's in Tampa. Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
They like wrote a movie, low key.
So I forgot
This is like Wildcats.
that they got beat pretty bad by Kansas City during the regular season.
Yeah.
But they've won 7 straight since then. So
I just hope it's close.
it wasn't getting to be bad. I think they lost by 4 or 5 points. But yeah, I think I would like to see a good game, right? That's the worst is when it's
Like when Seattle blew out Denver that year in the Super Bowl.
45.
Even as a Seahawks fan, I was like, this is boring.
Right. Hope the commercials are good. 'Cause
Yeah,
it sucks.
it's like, oh, maybe they put J-Lo in the commercial or something.
Right, my baby.
I knew you was going.
I do have one other comment about the
Okay.
Super Bowl.
I have a comment about it too, actually, but go ahead.
Some of my
Brought it up.
Some of my friends on social media are like, You know who the halftime show is? You know the halftime show?
I don't actually.
Oh, the halftime
Black
show.
Eyed Peas.
That is The Weeknd.
Tupac. Oh.
The Weeknd. Shout out to Cam.
The Weeknd with the new face.
With the new face. Did he get a new face?
He really, that was like a stunt I heard,
Is it
man.
a stunt? He
Yeah.
don't really look like that.
I hope not, cause
What happened?
that's
That
something to
dude
talk
look
about.
like. Anyway,
Anyway, so some of my friends on
he
social
look like a
media,
little Kim. Okay.
did he get some facial implants and stuff like that?
Man, this dude
Like his
looks
face
like.
out here.
I guess we're about to find out on Sunday.
So-
anyways, but some of my older friends on social media are like, I don't know who that guy is. Why is I'm like, are you kidding me? He is a huge star, like huge.
But you okay? But
I'm
you,
like, just look him up.
well, you said your older friends, so they stuck in there like, no, we want Aerosmith.
Yeah, I think that's where
Like
they're
they
at.
still
yeah.
want Alice in
Right.
Chains. or
Right, they're
something.
like, can Prince be on again? I'm like,
Yeah,
no, I
he's
don't think. Yeah.
They're like, can we get?
It was just funny. I actually just saw that before you guys showed up today, and I'm like, wow, that's you're really dating yourself when you're complaining about not knowing who The Weeknd is. He's been
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, they wanted to be Garth Brooks or something.
Garth Brooks would have been. Yeah, they would have liked
They
that.
would have been like, yeah, and I'm like,
Yeah.
he's 200 though.
Right.
So just yeah.
Garth Brooks. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. You know what I mean?
Been around a little bit.
So it's just the weekend. Ain't nobody else.
Well, you know they always have
Some open,
some other
some
people
trash.
show up, but we don't know. I believe it's only The Weeknd has been announced. Yeah.
I almost forgot. So here's my thing about the Super Bowl, which always leads into us talking about masks and vaccines and COVID and all. We do like COVID updates every week, I guess. It's just gonna be a thing. Just deal with it,
Right.
Because it's always changing.
Yeah.
Right.
But do you know how many people they're allowing in the stadium?
22,000 people. Yes.
But I can't be in the gym with 50 people.
Okay. But
No.
no. Wait,
22,000.
Wait. Okay. So a large percentage of those
Mm-hmm.
have been vaccinated, right?
I don't know.
No, they have because that's why they invited them. So they're healthcare
To promote the
workers.
vaccine?
No, they're healthcare workers. It's to reward them because it's been really rough on healthcare workers.
So the healthcare workers are like 20,000 of these.
No, it's not. It's not. They're not all. They're not all healthcare workers. There are some fans. So hey, the Phoenix Suns tonight, I think, maybe it's tomorrow night. I have to check. But they're allowing some fans back in their building too. So some of these professional sport teams are allowing fans back in. Again,
Are they healthcare fans for the Phoenix Suns?
no, I don't believe it is. I think it's regular fans. But so there's some rules in place about social distancing and masks. Listen, we've had this conversation before. In the gym, if there's a way to enforce social distancing and people
We got
wear
dots.
masks- I know you got dots, right? You guys do a pretty good job at the gym that you're at, right? Then it shouldn't be that big of a deal. There's not.
Here's my thing about the Super Bowl. You ready?
Yeah.
Somebody got to go to the bathroom.
Oh, don't. Yeah, no, you're right. There's going to be a line.
Have you ever
for
been
beer.
to a football game?
Right, there's going to be a line for beer.
The
Absolutely.
line for the beer, the line for the bathroom. Like, so I'm thinking 22,000. How many people have to use the bathroom, or how many people want beer or nachos
Right.
or whatever? But I just thought that was interesting. Like all of a sudden, now 22,000 people could be at a football game. Come on, man. They gotta make their money, yo.
Something don't add up.
At the end of the day,
Yeah.
we gotta make some money off this thing.
Wait, you want to talk about the NBA All-Star game?
Isn't it canceled?
No.
Nah.
So
I thought they said they wasn't gonna do it.
no, what's his name? Darren Fox from Sacramento.
Hey, man,
Yeah.
And LeBron, they're pissed that they got to play. They're like, listen, man, we know this is 100% about money, about the NBA making their money, but given all the protocols and stuff we've been having to do, why are we playing this game? Like, you can pick the All-Star team, that's fine, but why are we actually going to play the game?
Oh,
right?
they making them
They're
play.
making them play, and they're saying it's dumb, right? Given all the COVID protocols, and like, what if one person tests positive? It doesn't even have to be a player. Like, what if a trainer tests positive, right, at the All-Star game? It shuts the whole league down, right? Because
Well, didn't that
all
just
those
happen
teams
kind
got.
of with the Chiefs, the barber?
Yeah.
The barber, something.
Right. So did you hear about that? One of a guy who's a barber for the Chiefs, and the article was talking about all the protocols that dude has to go through just to be able to
Cut their hair.
show up and cut their hair.
Yeah.
He's cutting one of the dude's hair, and the test came back positive in the middle of the haircut.
Wow.
And they're like,
Did he
"Whoa,
finish?
done. You're done." Like,
Nah, bro, you gotta finish lining me up.
No.
I can be walking around looking like who done it and why.
right? Exactly.
Oh no.
Right.
Oh no.
They-
Finish me though.
That's crazy.
Right.
I didn't know that.
So those two dudes that there was one guy that he had just cut, and then one guy that he was cutting, and those two guys were in the COVID protocol all week. But I guess they're gonna play. One of them's like a backup offensive lineman, so he's probably not gonna play anyway. But one of them's one of the receivers, I think, for Kansas City, so he's gonna play. So he's been. I don't know when he gets cleared. I don't know if it was did he get cleared today or it was yesterday, but he tweeted something about I'll see y'all in the Super Bowl, so he's supposed to be good because he didn't get it. But yeah, I mean that's crazy, right? Yeah. So that's why LeBron's so mad about it, and I kind of agree with him. Like,
but here's my thing. I agree with him too, but then don't play
at all.
All of y'all decide, hey, this okay. Now we're drawing a line in the sand.
Right, we're not.
Otherwise, you're further giving them like, hey, it doesn't matter what's going on.
Yeah.
Oh, well, it's going to cost me some money or I'm going to get fined. They should be on the phone together like, listen, bro, we not playing.
Right.
Universally, we not playing. And that's the only way that's going to work. If two dudes, I don't know, maybe two dudes who wasn't supposed to make it get bumped up because such and such ain't going to play or whatever. No, nobody's playing.
Yeah.
But that's like drawing a boundary that I feel like, for whatever reason, maybe it's the money, whatever, like where cats just won't do it. They're gonna do something silly like wear a shirt that says we don't want to be here, take it off and put it in the middle of the floor. Like
you don't know what they got from collective bargaining either. Like they may have to do it based on their contracts. You know.
Again,
don't know.
if you want to send a message,
player association too.
Yeah. So it's like, or you play and then nobody cares. That like you can complain all you want, but I bet you be out there, playing.
They should play and just be like, nobody gets within 6 feet of anybody else.
Just
like
shoot from half court.
Everybody just takes up a spot on the
Whoever
floor
gets the
and just
rebound, you
pass it
get
around.
3 dribbles, and then you have to shoot.
You have to treat it like ultimate frisbee. You can't.
That's
actually,
right.
Yeah, you have to just throw
That's
it. To
right.
You can't run anywhere.
Yeah, that's right. So, moving on. I learned something new this week that I never heard of in reference to Valentine's Day, which I think is trash. So for the record, it's trash. I don't care how you feel about it. It's trash.
Yes.
So I'm teaching a class, we're talking, whatever, and I said something about next weekend we're doing an event, blah, blah, blah. And one of the girls says, oh, like, is that Valentine's Day? And I was like, no, it's like Valentine. It's like pre-Valentine's Day because it's Saturday, not Sunday, whatever. And she goes, oh, like Valentine's Day Eve. I said, sure, something like that. And she goes, but Galentine's Day.
Oh, yeah, no.
And I said, like a gallon of water? Like, what are you talking about? I never heard this before.
Right.
And she's like, you never heard of Galentine's Day? And there was a couple little hecklers in the class. You never? I said, what is that? Do you know what that is?
I do. But it's pretty new.
I ain't never heard of that.
Okay. So I legit thought water. I was like, oh, just something about that day you drink a lot of water and eat chocolate. I don't know. That probably doesn't come out right. But catch it if you can. If you can't, I don't know. Nestle Quick. There you go.
Oh my God, that's funny.
So this is, I guess, for single women. They get together on Valentine's Day and they call it gal, like country, like guys and gals.
Right.
Galentine's Day.
And do what?
Just
bitch about how
drink
they
wine
how they
and
sing.
probably
drink and celebrate the fact that they don't.
the she-man woman haters club.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
But I never heard of it. So my initial response is, that's some Scottsdale shit.
Right.
And Spence was like, yeah, it is. But she was like, no, in college. I said, that had to just came out like
It's not,
last year.
Yeah.
And she said it was like 10 years old. I said, no way.
I don't remember from that far back. But yeah, the theory is that on Valentine's Day, right, if you're in a relationship, then there's a dude, theoretically a dude, I guess it could be another girl, gonna get you some gifts and stuff like that, right? And if you're not in a relationship, then you're left on the sidelines, so let's just get all the single girls together and we'll give each other gifts and drink wine and celebrate the day anyway.
Where does this day even come from? Like,
you don't want, like the real day or their day?
The Valentine's Day. Like
St. Valentine?
Yeah. Isn't that like a massacre or some shit like that?
Oh yeah, it's dark.
Yeah, there's something.
It's dark.
I just want to know why I'm having to, like, when I was in a relationship, have to pay all this fucking money to go and do all this shit. And what's the reason why? Because I've never asked, right? I just go, I'm like, better show me some flowers and some candy and shit. But
that's what we've been taught since we was kids, right? And in elementary school, they give you some candy and say, be mine and all that. It just, But nobody really says, hey, let's go see where this stemmed from.
Right.
Because they don't want them answers. They don't want to know, like, because then you're not going to like it.
Right.
It's not going to be like, oh, there was Cupid and the arrow and love. It's not that. So, I don't know, Freddie be looking, but like, and then I was like, Valentines, I said, that sounds just like when y'all watch The Bachelor on Monday night.
Yeah, that's what.
And I didn't know that was a thing until someone told it, like, man, we can't be in class Monday night, we gotta go. When I used to teach elsewhere, some other place, there was a specific group of girls who were either there or they left like 10 minutes before class was over. And I'm like, no, I understand you got a life. And maybe sometimes I might go overtime. I know me.
Really?
But
really,
sometimes, at least once a week, probably once a day. But I'm like, where do y'all have to go?
It's that serious.
Because like you're off of work. This is a night class.
Right.
They're like, The Bachelor. We gotta go watch The Bachelor. I was like, excuse me? And they're like, yeah, like it's a whole thing. Like wine, chop, like every month, like they have to be, yeah.
That's crazy.
So this to me just sounds like that, but I never heard no Galentine. Ain't never.
yeah, it's a thing. So, I looked up the origins of Valentine's Day, and there was apparently the Catholic Church recognized at least 3 different dudes named Saint Valentine or named Valentine that they, but the origins are a little murky. So, all 3 of those dudes were somehow heroic martyrs somehow. So we're supposed to, and they were romantic dudes, so we're supposed to celebrate it based on that. But I'm pretty sure that this is a holiday that was created by the greeting card industry, right? This is like wasn't a thing,
a money grab,
right? It wasn't a
Yeah,
thing, really. Like, it was kind of a thing, right? But they made it a thing. So, yeah, and which is why you say it's trash, right? Because it's really not.
I'm just like, yo, why?
Like, take care of your girl all year round, right? Not just one day a year, right?
Yeah, like, and then it's like a competition now because social media, like, look, my baby gave me this and they gave me that, and everyone's posting. I'm like, okay, everybody got flowers and chocolate. Good for you.
Pro tip, pro tip for you, Chad. This is the way you get. I don't ever have to celebrate Valentine's. I don't celebrate it at all because first marriage got married on Valentine's Day. So now that I'm divorced, that's a bad day. I'm sorry, I can't celebrate.
It's a trigger.
Yeah, it's a trigger.
Yeah, scarred for life. That's right.
So I should get married the first time.
Right.
And on
Valentine's Day, and then get divorced.
Make sure she's rich though, so I ain't gotta work no more.
Right, yes, and then the rest of your life, when you marry Oprah.
Yeah, young Harpo.
We forgot to celebrate Oprah's birthday. It was her birthday
this week.
So was it last week? Yeah.
She didn't tell me that.
She didn't tell you, really?
Shit. Oprah fine.
We're back on this.
No.
Oprah turned 67 this week.
You know her and Martha Stewart. Like, I've been really researching. Research Martha Stewart. She's a G, bro.
I'm not saying she's not a G, but I'm just let you go wherever you going.
She a G, man. She ain't snitch. She smoke weed with Snoop.
Yeah.
And she got her own money. I'm cool with it. The cable is in her name.
You think she got cable?
The cable was in her name.
Sure. The chick got
That's
cable.
That's his checklist.
That's your checklist.
That's it.
Don't be asking me to co-sign for shit.
So what? All right, okay.
I might use it as a clip to get people in.
Nah.
You know what I mean?
No.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
sir.
Because they be like this. There go Chad. Where you at? Yeah.
Really?
On the grind. Yeah. That
Shit,
really.
yeah, dude.
But anyways.
Yeah, if you were gonna go on a date, certain date area shouldn't be, too fancy. Like,
Well, that's what I was told.
You
You're
like
not
don't set the
supposed to.
bar too high because
Yeah.
the gold digger's gonna be like,
It makes sense to me,
He
right?
gave me steak and potatoes. Now I can't eat Kraft macaroni and cheese.
The next time, right?
You know what I mean?
Right. But do you have like a checklist of things you need? Let me back up. Okay. So I knew this girl, and she had a checklist. She's like, my dad told me he's got to have a job, he's got to have his own car. Like, I'm not dating any dudes who ride the bus, and he's got to have, I can't remember what the other one, something else, whatever, right?
Yeah.
So you're clearly one of your checklist items is that she's got to have the cable in her own name.
I mean,
The Wi-Fi.
Yeah, the one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that would be
who's
nice.
got cable now?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I just feel like the opposite sex sometimes has so much expectations of us, but it's never any giving back.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's just me.
You're right. We better edit this out before Chad gets murdered.
Nah, but
I agree with you.
I
agree with you.
Even listening to you say, "Oh, this was this girl back in the day," whatever checklist, and then it's like, okay, so what are you bringing to the table? Then?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because then you need to be a reflection of like you got to have something too.
Right.
But it is that way where it's like you need to do this and this and this and this, and it's like, oh, well, that's the prize, and I'm like, no, we could be the prize too.
Yeah.
But we're not taught that way.
Nah, man. Look, I'll get asked out all the time, right? And they're like, oh, this, and got the new whip, so they automatically assume, oh, you do this or do that, and I'm listening to them, and I'm like, yo, you got 3 roommates, bro. What are you talking about?
Right.
My qualifications that I work for,
Right.
Yeah.
but it don't add up. It's not in alignment.
And then if it's switched, then it's like, man, you live with roommates,
Right.
and you ain't. It's like what you say. Oh, you gotta have a car. It's
Right,
like,
right.
well.
Right. Yeah.
So then when I get one, don't show up, cause
Right.
then you might as well fuck my car.
Right.
That's what you want.
Exactly.
Just go rub yourself on the tire and call it good.
Right.
We don't gotta do nothing else. Just go rub on it.
Yay.
I agree with you. I absolutely
don't
agree.
get it.
Right. Right. It's not. It was a bad checklist. I remember thinking, that's weird. Right. But
I think it's a young checklist. Like
Maybe
as you mature and whatever, some of that stuff is like, man, I don't. Okay, like there has to be some leeway. Like, well, okay, this is a check. Maybe this isn't, but you don't know what people been through or whatever. Like, but then you wonder, like, why dudes sometimes or a lot of times it's like that's why we do what we do. It's like, oh, a girl like this. Well, let me.
Yeah.
And then somewhere in there, you be like, this is what I like. And you don't have to like it, and I don't care.
right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, but I feel like it should be a two-way street, not just, well, I need to do all this to show you. But I think it's because, like, women are taught that from an early age. Like, we over here playing with G.I. Joe and shooting and killing and Transformers, and they're like, here's a Barbie house and a fence and a car and a dude with the muscles.
Right.
And, like, it's all there.
Yep.
And then it's like, and then you have your parent, you're probably the mom or the dad, right? If you get a guy, you better have. Now I understand to a point, like, man, like have a roof. You know what I'm saying? Do something, be working. Okay, these are things that should be.
Yeah, but I remember this was a while ago. I was going on a date, and the girl had asked me, just like, I was driving a Chevy, and immediately, you drive a Chevy? Her expectation was to have something else, right?
Right.
And it's just like, why does that matter?
Right.
But it's just weird, man.
Yeah. Cause it's layered.
Yeah.
Okay, get a guy with a car and a job. Okay, he got a car and a job, but now it's what kind of car?
Right.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. So this is
And then they be driving in buckets,
Right.
right.
and it's cool.
The same friend who didn't know what the weekend was when he got divorced and he was single for a while. He was telling me this story that they were out at like a restaurant or something like that. Him and a couple of his buddies, and there was a table of girls, and so they were all like hanging out or whatever. And he exchanged numbers with this girl, and then they're leaving. They're out in the parking lot, and one of her friends looked over and went, "Oh, hey, he drives a Mercedes," and he laughed. He told me there's a funny story. I was like, "Dude, run!"
Yeah.
Like, run. That's not a good thing. Like that. Yeah, you don't want to end up with that.
There's dudes on I seen on YouTube where they that's what they do. They like go try to holler at a girl either with like they already have a dope car, and so they'll pull up in the gas station and then just start talking to these girls, and the girls won't see that that's their car. So he'll be talking to them like, hey, what's up? Like, yeah, man, I got this party. Y'all should come back to the house. They like, nah, we good, blah, blah, blah. And then he like, all right. And then he walk over, doo-doo. And then they like, oh, that's your car? And he's like, oh, yeah, why, you want to ride in it? Everything changes.
Yeah,
Get
I've
in
seen
the
that.
car.
Yeah.
And I saw when the girls got in the car and left with the dude and left their car at the gas station. Just saying. So there's so many late. I'm like, man, whatever.
Find yourself a girl who won't do that. Who won't get in the car. And
I'm gonna be single for a minute.
Yeah.
Just like my granddaddy, he didn't get married till he was 40, so I got 7 more years.
Yeah, he got some time.
I'm cool.
Yeah. You should look up the Silhouette Challenge though.
The Silhouette Challenge.
Yeah.
I want Chad to do it so bad.
What
Now
is
that you
that?
said it, I want Chad to do it
Just
so
look it
bad.
I ain't never heard of it.
I know you haven't.
There's some social media shit.
It is.
It is some social media shit. Yeah.
There's always something.
The
But you
Silhouette
should.
Challenge.
Yeah.
We need to make up our own challenge to get paid.
I know. We just gotta come up with some corny dance and call it the something challenge. Cause I ain't doing the Silhouette Challenge. Silhouette Challenge, I might be.
You explain it. I mean,
It'll be like someone standing like close to that doorway or whatever, and they regular little clothes, I believe.
Yeah.
And then they do something, and the light turns red. It's like a red light, so you can see the silhouette, and they're in the doorway and doing suggestive stuff like sexual dancing or whatever.
all of
Right?
a sudden it looks like, you know, like a go-go.
It looks like the red light district
Yeah,
in
right,
Amsterdam.
right.
Oh, okay.
But
Yeah.
right, I know you. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it then has taken on because it's like a thing right now.
Oh, wow.
Like if you go on TikTok and search for the Silhouette Challenge, you just get
Like who comes up with who does it first and then it becomes a thing?
I don't know who started it,
I don't know who started it.
but then you started getting like couples doing it. Like there's a dude I follow on Instagram. Him and his girl did, and I'm like, yo, bro, I ain't want to see all that. Like
Yeah.
it's low key like soft porn. They turn red, now they grinding on each other. Like you could see, it's almost like, yo, I'm gonna show you me without showing you me.
Yeah.
And then you know what I mean. And so then everyone's like, oh, the Silhouette Challenge. And I'm like, man, y'all just be ready to be like, let me show you what my inner hole look like.
Right. What happened to privacy? Like,
It don't.
wow.
Whatever gonna get the likes and the views.
You would tell the rest of the story about the article I sent you?
Which one?
That some dudes, I mean, listen, man, don't underestimate the nerds. Some nerd figured out how to take the red light filter off and turn it back to the picture of what you're actually wearing. And so people aren't wearing anything when they do it, right?
He caught all the areolas.
Right, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
got him.
Yeah. So that's a big thing sweeping
Yeah.
the nation, I guess.
It's
But
funny, since that article came out, I actually haven't seen
somebody until they taking their stuff down.
I haven't seen a lot of Silhouette Challenges show in my For You page on TikTok anymore. That's funny.
Yeah, I was like, don't. Some things you just don't need to do. I mean, everybody gonna do what they want.
Yeah.
Yes.
But it's like, I'm always like, at what? Like, there's no boundary of like, people will do anything for views and likes.
Stay classy, San Diego. Like,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, at least. But then you got celebrities doing it, celebrity couples doing it. I mean, it's.
right. And that's when it goes crazy. But I mean, part of their celebrity a lot of times is that they've been doing stuff like that for a while. Like, you know,
Right, that's how they
so
got.
it's different when they're doing it, right? At least it should be.
Should be, but I don't. Yeah.
Silhouette
But anyway,
challenge.
just
See, this is why I don't be missing social media. I'm cool.
the busted challenge.
What is that?
Yeah, see.
It's the same.
I feel like the old head. Like, what are y'all talking about?
Yeah, I know. You should be the one like.
Yeah, that's right. You're the youngest one.
The busted challenge. I don't even, the way that shit sound to me don't even sound. The busted challenge.
It's another thing where
It's
they're
a little booty
dancing,
dance.
not dressed
It's a
up,
dance.
and then all of a sudden they're all
It's a
dressed
booty
up and
dance.
doing a little booty dance.
See,
And
this is
so-
why I can't be on social media, because I fuck around and be a little thought. I'm going to see somebody busted the right way. I'm going to slide in the DMs.
And it's over. That's it. And then she'll be like, "What kind of car do you drive?" And you'll be like, "Let me
Like-
send you a picture."
Yeah, I know. You ain't sitting in the Chevy.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
You said, hell no,
Yeah,
you ain't sitting in the
exactly.
Chevy. You gonna be like, let me show you my other car. Though. You know what I mean? Like, that's funny. But even you said, speaking of cars, like people treat you different.
Man, hell yeah.
I know I do.
He was gonna let you in the
I
house.
was like,
till
"You
he
weren't
saw
coming
it.
to my house. You have a Chevy Malibu?
He
Forget
said
it,
a
man. Park
Malibu.
around the
He
corner."
said a Malibu.
What
I'm
was it?
dead.
It's an
What was it?
Impala.
Impala? What?
Black people don't be having Malibus.
Come on, man.
That's funny. I mean, some people have. Wow.
People
I
been
say,
talking to me and all type of
wow.
shit. Like, going to the gym for a minute, ain't nobody speak to me now. Oh, hey, how you doing?
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, Gina, come on. It's
Yeah.
all good, though.
When you say you used to dress to the T and
get out there.
and Impala and they ain't say nothing.
Nothing.
And now
No
you
good
like, I
morning,
wear
man.
whatever.
No kiss my ass. I'm around the house looking like this with a hot ass mask, got ashy ass knees and ankles, you know. Excuse me, sir.
Man, you can't be out there ashy like that. We got
Damn,
the
man,
body
like,
butters as a.
He ordered body butters for everybody but him.
Really?
Yeah.
You got to get some.
Tripping.
I'm gonna get
Come
some.
on, man. Shout out to thebutters.com and my homegirl Tish. Shout out to Rock Deep too. You see this shoe up here? You know what I mean? Super black owned shoe company. Dope stuff. That's all.
Can we go back to the body butters for a
We
second?
can.
mix
Tish,
them?
Tish, where's my stuff?
Yeah, you can mix them too.
Tish, I got an order out. I keep looking in the mailbox. Where's my stuff?
I got enough to go around, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, you can mix them if you want.
That's what my mom used to do. You know how you had Sprite and then you had Minute Maid Punch. When you run out, right? You don't got enough. She would mix that shit together.
Mom is a scientist.
Fire. It would be fire.
What would you do, like a strawberry arm and a blueberry arm? Is that?
Nah, you just
Mix it
strawberry
all together.
blueberry.
Oh,
I'll be more like a strawberry blackberry. But
Yeah.
Put
you
it
know
in
what I
your
mean?
palm.
Okay.
But there's some mixes with especially with the first ones that came out, like pineapple and something go together. Like they kind of complement each other.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like strawberry watermelon. I don't know if strawberry was one of them.
There should be like she should have like a page of like
On
hacks of how
no, on the box.
recipes. Oh, it's right
on the
box.
back,
Oh,
she
really?
has all the combinations that could work.
I didn't know.
So I don't know about some of the new ones because like, can I hit it in blueberry?
It might be weird, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know trying to hit blueberries.
Yeah, nah.
Okay,
Smurfs running around trying to get it correct.
I got another story about from TikTok. Smurfs.
Trying to get Smurfette, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A little cardio session. Smurfette was low key cute, bro. Y'all don't pull it up.
Man, they would run all through her. It was her and the rest of the Smurfs.
100 Smurfs and
Right,
her.
one
yeah.
girl.
That's how the 100 got there. Her Papa Smurf was like, hold it. I'ma just head in. Oh, what?
Oh man. We were talking about TikTok, and you said something about damn Gina. There's a TikTok thing, a trend going around now where some girl says, tell me about the worst like spelling or whatever of a name you've ever seen. So it's a lot of like nurses and stuff like that, people in doctors' offices or teachers. And I saw one the other day. It was two teachers, and one of them said that she goes, we had two twins in our school, and one was his name was pronounced Orangelo, and the other one was Yellow. It was spelled orange jello and yellow jello. Those were the twins. And then the other teacher goes, I had a kid in my class whose name was Vagina, but it was spelled like, yeah,
Vagina.
yeah.
Wow.
She's like, I mean, that poor kid, right? Like, Vagina.
Does he box or he play football? He got to do something angry because I know he's getting picked on.
Oh yeah.
Well, I guess not. He's at home on Zoom.
Right, yeah, but still, no teacher's gonna get that right first day. Like you're gonna get that first day of school.
They're like, it's French.
Right.
It's vagina.
Yeah, Vagina.
Wow.
Yeah.
Didn't you have something about some candle?
Oh, we forgot to talk about this. Was a while ago.
I know, but I just brought it back.
Thank you. I'm
Rewind.
glad you remember that. So, maybe you don't know the story. So you know Gwyneth Paltrow, and she's got that website group that's supposed to be like a lifestyle. She's like she sells shit, right? Like she's got handbags and shirts, and it's a lifestyle brand.
Okay.
Right? She has recipes and all kinds of crap. Kind of like, I mean, you kind of have some of that going on, right? Like you're promoting, you know, healthcare products, right? You got the Garner's Garden stuff you're promoting, the body butters, all that kind of stuff. Rock Deep, right? So
The coldest, even though I don't got nothing going on with them.
Right.
I just like them.
but you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's similar, right? You're not doing recipes and stuff like that because nobody wants to eat that vegan shit. I'm just messing with you. I'm totally kidding with you. No. I know it's
hating
good.
on your boy. Shout out to Plant Based Dripping in the building. You know how we get down. By the way, I did a body composition thing today.
What did you
I
do?
have 11% body fat, but y'all keep eating me. Go ahead, finish what you were saying.
Okay, so anyway,
Arby's.
11%.
Gwyneth Paltrow came out with a candle last year that the name of the candle is "This Smells Like My Vagina."
She a freak. Go ahead.
So anyway, apparently it sold out like in seconds because everybody wanted a candle that smelled like Gwyneth Paltrow's. I don't know. I actually looked it up and I don't have all the facts. Apparently it was kind of like a joke when they were putting it together. But
How did they get the smell down?
so
Who was the guy who was like, let me swab this?
Okay.
Let me COVID your vagina.
So you know how we just sit around a table and we just come up with stuff that like sometimes people don't understand how this works behind the scenes, but we're just sitting around the kitchen table talking about stuff and you know what we should do? We should do this. And so that's how a lot of the things that you see come about. So apparently they were just sitting around and she's got a dude on her staff that is a
Vagina specialist.
No. He just makes all the scents for like they have perfumes and creams.
Okay.
That's his job is to come up with all the scents. He was like, here, smell this. And she said, this smells like a vagina. And somebody else went, great marketing idea. We're going to say it smells like your vagina.
So it's not hers. It's just a vagina.
A vagina. That's what she said. Yeah. So apparently, that's the last, I did a little research. That's what it said. Okay. That was like a year ago. Fast forward to this year. I don't know if it was late December, I think it was late December.
Mm-hmm.
Some lady in England is suing Gwyneth Paltrow
Because it's her vagina.
because the vagina candle exploded.
Oh shit.
And
That's the busted challenge.
So there's some jokes, right? Like when the vagina candle explodes and you get scented
But
vagina.
ain't that what it's
odor.
supposed to do?
No.
Explode?
No.
It exploded
She said she's suing for injuries and burns because the candle exploded. I don't know how that could happen.
So she lit it and was like, let me see what it smells.
Yeah, something like that.
That should be a good thing. Never mind. Whatever.
Lord have mercy.
I mean, whatever.
Frank, where the hell you be finding information at? Like,
This is that married life, man.
It's just in
Reddit.
the news, man. I just read it in the news.
Just in the news.
Yeah.
I feel like you got different news. You like Reddit, and then you're like other things.
I mean, I do read Reddit. I'm on there, but I think
Other
this was on the
things.
regular news because it's Gwyneth Paltrow and she got sued. So
Well, Erica Badu had the thing too. What?
I'm cool on her.
I think hers was an incense though.
yeah, I remember that.
That's supposed to smell like her.
Like hers.
Yeah.
I love Erica Badu, but I just don't want to. I don't feel like she.
So who's the first dude that's gonna come out like? Here
So,
go my peen, come on.
That was my point, right? If just in case this ever comes up, in case we're ever
They're
sitting
like,
around the
"Ooh,
kitchen
dirty
table,
balls."
and you're like, I got an idea, we need a candle. I'm gonna be like, no, we are not.
We about to
we're
make a
not going there.
candle
No,
called After Sweat.
Hey,
right, like Kenyatta's shoe after a workout. No, we're not doing that.
No ball, we gotta go.
The sweaty ball sack. No, we're
Yeah.
not. No candles. I don't care.
It's gonna be called After Class.
Yeah, that's what I'm afraid you're gonna do, and I'm not.
That's actually fucking dope.
See?
That is fucking dope. After class.
Don't try to steal my idea. After
Yeah,
Class.
patent it, motherfuckers. Sorry.
And it'll smell really
after
good.
Class is dope, bro. That
As
wasn't
a candle, cologne,
Yeah.
stuff. After Class.
Okay, so my whole point of bringing up this story was,
Come on,
when
man.
this happens,
This is-
when we have this conversation, the answer is no, and you guys are like, yeah, well, let's do it.
That's
After
a good thing. I
class.
love the name. And you can market it to multiple gyms. See, no, y'all don't need to see this side. But this
Okay, yeah. We'll talk
this,
off of
this
the
is
camera.
good. I
All
like
right.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks, Freddie B.
Tish,
Well, that's what we
you
do.
need to call your boy.
No, you don't. Yeah, you do, because then I needed to look great, and Tish marketing her packages stuff is phenomenal.
nobody's
Shout
gonna
out.
buy that.
Yeah, yes they are. After Class.
There's a picture of you on there.
Nah, don't put my picture on there.
She's got some other dude's picture on there for
That's
the beard
Sydney.
thing.
I know,
Yeah.
but that's him. Don't put my picture
No,
on
it
there.
should be you.
After
Like-
Class.
Oh,
Yo, this is really genius.
See?
Oh, Chad, we're done. We podcast, so we lost Chad.
No, we found Chad. It's
Bro,
on.
yeah, and you could sell this to every gym.
Okay, so wait a second. 2 minutes ago, you're all in my face, like, why did she come up with a candle? It smells like her vagina. And we do
But-
the same thing, and you're like, what a great idea.
It's a different
Yeah,
idea,
but
though.
this is a different idea.
Yeah,
What
one is
did-
talking about her pussy, and this one is talking about like after class. So when you get out of class and you smell like ass, go get you some after class.
Yeah, you smell
back.
it, you know what I'm
Oh, so
saying?
you want it to smell good. You don't
Yes,
actually want it to
you want
smell,
it to smell good.
Oh, I
Freddie
didn't
B.
follow. I thought we wanted it to smell like you smell.
No,
after class.
why would I do
I think
that?
that's what I'm saying.
Why would I do
That's
that?
a dumb idea.
Well, her idea is like her vagina. I bet it don't really smell like
Probably
that.
not. Probably
Because
not.
which vagina you gonna choose? The regular, the dry? When Aunt Flo is here?
I'm dead.
I don't
Levels
know.
to this,
I don't
Freddie
know.
B.
I
There's
understand.
levels,
I
bro.
understand. Okay.
So, moving
After
on.
class.
See, don't steal. Hey, man, we gotta do some work.
ABK. Apparently that just got edited out.
Yeah, we're gonna take that out after
Shit,
class.
we taking out the other thing too. Man.
Okay.
All right. So, here's a new segment,
Okay.
or at least continue. Don't mess this up. Oh,
He
man.
doesn't even know.
Oh,
Chad's like, I don't know
man.
what we're supposed to say.
Nah, I know what you want to say.
I know what we're supposed to say. I'm ready. I'm ready.
Okay, so new segment alert. We're gonna talk about it, and this is called
Where
Where
They
They Do That At.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna work on Where They Do That At. Is the ad.
Oh, there's an extra
It's
ad at the
okay,
end?
but
I'm sorry.
Canada proper. You say both.
Where did they do
I
that?
say both. Yeah. Where
Wait, so
they
you
do
grew
that
up in
at.
Canada?
That's born and raised, yeah.
We gotta go.
Well, you can't get in right now, but okay.
Okay. Yeah.
You won't let us in
What you mean
there.
they got no warrants?
They hit the limit of color.
It's all locked down, man.
Oh,
Is it? I want to go to Toronto.
I do too.
Toronto's super dope.
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
That's where I want to go.
Yeah.
Toronto.
You might want to wait
Nice.
till it warms up a little.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
it's
and
in the
it got to
winter,
be a
so-
summer or something. No, I don't care about the snow and all that.
Right.
But speaking of other places, so apparently in France, there was a huge orgy. Yeah, 81 people.
Goddamn.
And they didn't get in trouble for the orgy. They got in trouble because they were out past the curfew and social distancing.
They were sorry. They had a socially distanced orgy, or they weren't socially. distancing?
They weren't.
Oh, okay. I was like, how'd that work?
Was it outside?
Yeah, they were out. So,
Wow.
and apparently France is where they do that at.
They had an orgy outside. That's
But I'm
crazy.
like, at what? But it's 81 people.
That's crazy.
So does that work? 22,000 for the Super Bowl, 81 over here. You know what I mean?
Okay, so
How sway? How? They got in trouble because they weren't socially distancing,
Right.
and I don't know how you have interaction like that in the 6 feet away. Like
Yeah.
I don't understand. Or if you do it and you wear a mask, does that have you Freddie B's pissed?
no, you know how sometimes like we start talking about a segment and I'm like, I'm gonna get in trouble. So I'm probably gonna get in trouble here, but let me try this.
You already got in trouble earlier,
I
so this
know.
is
Been in
strike
trouble.
two, okay? You got burpees after this shit.
I had enough burpees this morning. You weren't even there.
I wasn't.
So
I
shout
did
out
my
to
body
Yall.
scan. I'll tell you about the rest of it in a minute.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So
I'm serious.
there's a lot of this that's about optics, about how it looks, right? So there's lots of people who want to open everything back up, and there's lots of people who want to shut everything down, right? So we're going to try to weave that path through the middle. I'm talking about the Super Bowl now, right?
Okay.
So we're going to say, okay, we're going to have some people there, we're going to socially distance them, and most of them are going to be vaccinated, or a certain chunk of them are going to be vaccinated, and everybody's going to wear a mask, and okay, right? So optics, it's about how it looks, right? So we're trying to like keep both sides happy. I'm sorry, there's nothing you can do from an optics perspective for an orgy, right? There's no way that you could say it was a socially distant orgy. Like
Here's
you
my
can't-
correction though. They were in a warehouse. Does that make it better?
no, because because they can't be so.
So
it's
we
just
can't
like-
be in the gym.
Well,
Oh,
but-
I mean, go ahead.
No, but in the gym, again, do I understand that sometimes we get close to each other, like we're all both walking down the hallway to go to the bathroom, whatever, same thing's gonna happen in the Super Bowl. Yes. Now, in those, again, it's about optics. In those situations, the chances of us passing the virus between each other when we walk past each other in the hallway to go to the bathroom are very low. We have to be in close contact for a period of time. I don't know how long you're in close contact with someone during an orgy, but I'm guessing it's a few minutes, right? I don't know how fast that all changes. I've never been to an 81 person.
Hey,
orgy.
switch!
Yeah, exactly. Like, I don't know how
Hey, Milan, switch again!
Is somebody in the middle of that going, damn, Kenyatta can't count?
Yeah.
We were supposed to switch 20 seconds ago, right?
And they might be having the time of their life.
Right. Yes. So anyway,
So then, if I switch them, they're gonna be pissed.
there's no way you can say, yeah, we were following the rules somehow. Like, there's no way for an
Right.
orgy, right? There's no way anybody was wearing a mask. There's no way. So again, right, at the gym or at the Super Bowl, we can say people are socially distant. Some people are wearing masks. People are whatever, right? You can pretend that that you're following the rules.
Apparently they got fined, but nobody got arrested or nothing.
So it's the same as like they've been breaking up all these huge like parties, like people are having raves and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
Like in New York, and there was like 4,000 people or something like that in this warehouse. However, so they've been trying to break up those the same way,
Like underground parties.
right? All that kind of stuff. So I would think that the orgy would fall under the same rules. And apparently, France and a lot of some of the European countries are super strict about that stuff right now, like super strict, way more than we are here. So.
I don't know. 81 people. Somebody got to catch something. Take it how you want.
Well, yeah, right. Yeah, it might not be COVID, right? That might not be the what everybody's biggest fear,
Right? Like serious.
That's crazy.
But I'm like, whose thought was that? Like, hey man, we're gonna rent out this warehouse. Like, not even a party. Like, they was getting it in.
So did it start off that way, or they just were like,
it had to be planned. It had to be planned.
we have officially gone beyond my knowledge of like social interactions. Like, I don't like. Is there a website you sign up to? Is there a Facebook group you can belong to? I don't know.
I probably Clubhouse.
I don't know what Clubhouse is.
You don't?
People keep talking about. I don't really know what Clubhouse is. So,
Well,
but I know it's another social media site, right?
yeah, but it's kind of like, I mean, you could like, well, my phone's up there, but like, if I went on right now, it's like, it's kind of like podcasting. It's just audio currently, right? But you have to be invited. Someone has to invite you so you can come in. You say what type of stuff you're into, and it's literally listening to people talk all day. Now, I'm not saying there ain't no benefits to it. Like, you could probably network and meet some dope. But if I went on my phone right now, someone's talking about something. It's like, essentially, they're in a room. And all these people in the room, and then you have your speakers, and then, you know, you're just a listener or whatever. And here's the topic. It could be orgies in France, like, whatever. And this is the topic.
We could be a room.
We could, but I would, like, you would have to get invited.
Right.
So you can't just pop up in
You
any room.
invited?
Yeah, I got invited by like a couple people, and then I said, let me see, let me try. I actually went on one with Tish, and she introduced me to some people who, like, one guy has a popcorn company that they make all these different flavors of popcorn, which is really dope. So like, I met someone, and I was like, oh, that's what's up. And she was like, tell them what you do. So people are using it
To network.
but, you know, there's a lot of ratchetness going on too. So all day your phone is like, this room, this room, this room, this room. And it's like, yo, I'm sure y'all are giving great vital information.
Right.
I can't spend my day just listening to you talk about stuff like that. Like, so, and it's all day, like, it doesn't matter the time of day. Like, somebody's doing something.
Yeah.
So it's never off.
Here's the thing about some of that stuff. How do you filter it down to just the stuff that you need to know, right? Like, just constant barrage of all this stuff. How do you filter it down to this is what?
I think you get to pick, like, this is what like, these are the things I'm into.
But still, you say fitness. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, and that's the thing, right? Then you got to spend the time listening, like, oh, I like these people. I don't like it. So I'm like, there's enough.
Okay, so let's rewind for a second. You think there's an orgy
Mm.
conversation going on in Clubhouse?
No, but there's something going on. Like, oh, why? There could be a room that's like Valentine's Day side chicks. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Right? And then it might start off as a joke and whatever, but people are going to go in there and they'll be like, oh, because you can see people's little profile pictures and whatever. So it's like anything else. It's like, what are you using it for?
Right.
And some of it, I just feel like a lot of people just want to hear themselves talk about stuff. So I'm like, man, it's a lot.
Be alive some days.
It's a whole lot.
I know that the raves that they've broken up here, it's most of the time there's like, those dudes who, that's their job, right, to organize those kind of parties. That's how they make their money, right? So those dudes have been out of business basically since the start of the pandemic. So they're like, well, that's it, we're gonna just set this up underground, we're gonna do this all in secret, right? And apparently the theory is they've been getting away with it for a while. Now some of them are starting to get caught and fined and stuff like that. But I would assume that if
Same thing.
right? Maybe in France, maybe that's a thing in France. I don't know. I've never been to France. You been to France?
No, Spain.
You?
No, not yet.
Yeah, Spain is the closest.
I guess we know what we need to look out for when we go. Yeah.
Warehouses.
Right. Yeah. Don't go to warehouses in France.
Be careful of warehouses. But
Right.
part of me is like, give them credit. Shit. the middle of a pandemic, they was like, watch this.
Exactly.
See what we can do. See how reckless we can be. That's crazy.
Those people who set up those huge, like 4,000 people parties during I thought the same thing. I'm like, damn, how do they keep that?
You
secret
gotta give
long
them
enough to
credit.
Get everybody there. That's pretty impressive, right? Yeah.
And they kept it on under wraps for a minute. The only reason the police came, they saw 11 people in the parking lot. So they just didn't strategically say, hey, in twos, come through. You know what I mean? So if they didn't see that, they probably would have been. They probably still be in there. Just man, this is the spot.
I'm thinking how I would do it.
Like I would start underground.
Chad, don't.
Yeah, because if you could rent out warehouse space for a couple grand, and then we charge the people a fee. We bust them in, right? And then we'd have to pay some cops on the low, like just under the table. You know what I'm saying?
Why are you thinking this through? Why are you starting at the beginning?
And then everybody gets a free bottle
of after
class. Come on, man. I'm on it. I'm the creative. I don't think got the number.
4,000 people. If we're charging them each
like $20.
Hell no, $100. This is underground
It's
party.
underground party. All right.
This is speak easy. This is
right.
That's a lot of money.
You gotta knock a certain way. And
now you see where the motivation comes from, right?
Yeah, it's down
and you just want to see if you can pull it off. You just want to see if you can pull it off.
Fred might be use the studio.
We can't fit 4,000 people in there.
Knocked on the side of the casita.
Right, we can fit in 50 though. No,
yeah, you can get a good 50 come in here.
All right. You got to talk to Anna Montana. I don't know if she's going to be
let the blinds down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You see my wife throw a punch?
Oh, yeah. That's why I ain't asking.
Was that right hook? Is it the right one? One of them. Both of them.
Straight right hand, left hook. That's what Obed says.
Yeah.
Straight right hand, left hook.
Tough. Yeah. So, anyways, on the outro note, I did this DEXA body thing. Shout out to DEXA body.
Right.
And they scan your whole whatever. It wasn't, I mean, I didn't get no shocking information. I was like, I don't really think I need to do this, but I guess for the sake of it was free 99. But anyway, they do like body fat, composition. He did say my arms was like equal, like equally the same, like they were dead on. He was like, this is not, he goes, I've been doing this for a while. Cause the dude was a big dude. I was like, you like a bodybuilder? And he said, I used to be. He goes, now I'm just trying to get back in shape. And I was like, oh, that's cool. But I was like, well, I teach and train here every day. So, but I found out my body fat percentage was like 11 points.
I'm actually surprised it's that high.
I am too. I don't think that's right.
That's not high.
No, I know it's
I'm
not.
almost 43.
Yeah.
No, I feel like the scale's wrong. I feel like your shit is like 2 or 3%.
No.
If you'd have told me to guess,
Yeah.
I mean, listen, man, you're walking around with your shirt off all day long, right? We see you with your shirt off.
First of all, I don't walk around with my shirt off all day long. That's not true. First of all,
if I had abs like that, I would never.
I would never have a shirt on. Even my dress shirts would be cut like this, right?
Put a bow tie.
Yeah, no crop tops. I'd be walking around like this.
Yeah, I sure would.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm surprised it's 11.
I don't think that's right.
I don't either.
Well, it scanned me and said
Anyway,
11.
that's what it said.
So they just did it like you gotta get.
I had to lay on the thing.
Okay.
No shoes, nothing in your pockets, and it went from this way down, and then it came back up. And so I have the paper. Like there's a lot of information.
It's like a laser or like a camera or something like
that. But it'll tell you like how much. It was like body fat, how much fat, visceral fat, how much whatever. But he was like, your numbers are. He was like, man, because he's like, I've seen this probably like 3 times in my life. And I was like, cool.
What, that your arms are equal?
Well, my arms are equal, and just like my numbers for my age on the chart compared to
the other people.
Like we know.
Yeah.
So you just lay in the bed.
So you just lay there, and this thing moves at some point.
Okay.
Shit,
if you 11, I'm probably like 97. Right. That's crazy to me.
You be more than
11 is not a lot.
You be more than 100%.
It's 11% of my whole body.
Nah.
You gotta have some fat in your body to live.
I'm saying.
I know that like in professional bodybuilders, when they're gonna go do a show, they get down to like 5.
Right, and you're not technically. You don't operate or walk around at 5.
No,
that's for a show. It's brief and you're done.
And then they immediately balloon right back up to around 10.
And I had said mine has always from whenever I've tested it has been from 8 to about 12.
If you had told me to guess, I'd have guessed 8 or 9.
Not me.
Yeah.
2, 3.
You gotta have some.
Yeah,
But I did,
2%.
and I did find out, but I kind of knew this too, that for as active as I am and as low as my body fat, all that stuff, that I need about 3,500 calories a day.
That's a lot of food.
I know.
So you in a negative deficit then?
Oh, absolutely. I'm not even probably close to.
Have you not
That
heard my
number.
wife bitching at him about not eating?
Yeah,
She's
I'm
always like,
nowhere.
did you eat?
Yeah, I'm
Eat this
nowhere.
banana, eat this
Yeah.
pineapple. She's always feeding him.
Yeah. Years ago, when I was like, I wanted to put on like size, dude told me I had to get about 5,000 just based off of my lifestyle.
Right.
And, your
And I
metabolism
tried it.
fast, too.
Yeah, my metabolism was stupid fast. But I tried it and I did it. It was the worst feeling. Like eating that much food. And this one I still eat meat and whatever. And I was like, bro, I don't want to do this.
Yeah, man.
Like I felt really shitty.
When I was in high school playing football, one of the coaches was like, "Hey man, you need to put on like 15 pounds of the off season, right?" So, and I'm like, he was like, I was a teenager, like I ate like a ridiculous amount of food. So then he like helped me like put together this whole diet plan. I was like 2 days and I'm like, this is ridiculous. I can't eat all this food. Like it's just insane. There's just a point where you're like, I'm done. I can't eat anymore.
It's like my food is here
right.
now.
Yeah, and then
I'm
they're
full.
like, and now you need to eat this plate of whatever.
Yeah.
So I can't do it either.
Yeah. At one point though, I think I had gained like 12 pounds. So I got like 192. And I thought I wanted to be 200. And I was like, no.
No.
I couldn't function. I couldn't hoop. I couldn't do nothing. Just like, eh. And I was like, I don't like.
Right.
I want to be able to move and perform. But
Was that dude at Bally's you told the story about that?
the training,
Yeah.
my dude Mark. No, this was after. This is when I first started doing like beach body stuff.
Oh.
And I went to this conference, and this guy, I can't remember his name, but he was huge. And we were all just sitting around talking, and I was like, listen, man, I know some people think it's a good problem to have, but I'm like, listen, I don't gain weight easily.
Right.
I'll lose fast.
Yeah.
And for those who think, man, look what you complaining about, psychologically, it F's with you just like losing weight does. Just so y'all know. So it's an internal battle. And then he was like, well, what are your days like? And I was like, well, I do these workouts, I do this, play basketball. He was like, he said, you're a hard gainer, or whatever that is.
Yeah.
And then he did his little thing. He was like, yeah, you probably need about 5,000.
That's
And I was
crazy.
like,
That's a lot.
because I'll burn, right? Like,
Yeah.
I'll burn easily close to that 3,500, like just from my workouts and teaching.
Right.
So it's like, I guess I'm more into maintaining.
Yeah.
So maybe next time y'all will do it and we could talk about body fat percentages.
I'm not doing it.
Why not? You don't want the truth?
I'm at 2% in my head, so I'm cool.
That's right.
2%, right?
It says 82%. We're just gonna put our thumb over the edit there and be like, yeah, 2.
It wouldn't be
Me
that
and
high.
Fred Peter saying, we good, right?
Right, yeah.
It wouldn't be that high. But yeah, so I don't want it that low, like whatever, 5%.
No, because yeah, you're right. It's not healthy.
I think they said DK Metcalf is at like 2%.
Bro, could you imagine being like hit by him?
No, absolutely not.
I remember that Jerry Rice apparently got super obsessed with his body fat percentage. Like, I got to get it down, right? And he got his down to like 2 or 3 or something like that. And they're like, dude, it's not healthy. You're gonna get hurt. Like,
Yeah.
you need to get it. So he had to like train himself to eat extra foods, like to try to keep it around. Like he kept playing around 8 or 9. That's just because he's like, I can't get any lower. I can't get higher than that. I lose speed, but I get higher than that. He's all freaked out about it. But
Yeah, it's a cold game. I mean, I guess it's good to know, but that's why I'm like, man, I don't really get into that. Like, I don't get on the scale. I don't do none of that. I'm like, do I feel good? Yes. Do I need to work on this? Cool. But like, I don't put all that pressure on myself. Like, there's no perfect number. You know what I mean? It's not a perfect weight. It's the same thing I talk about people with losing weight. Say, oh, I'm gonna be 145 pounds. And I'm like, you're not gonna stay there.
right.
So don't be fixated on
that
that because stress plays a factor. If you're a woman and you have a cycle or whatever, right? It's always gonna do this. So I know my window of like, I stay in between like these 10 pounds like this. And I'm okay with that versus trying to stick to some number. Every scale ain't created equal. So like,
Right.
I could go somewhere else and the body fat might say 8%.
Oh yeah,
So,
my doctor's office has the worst scale in the world. Right?
On
I'm
purpose,
10
they like,
pounds heavier
yeah, we're gonna
every
get
time.
you on
Right.
on these meds. Here you go.
Right.
Like, what you mean? I'm 293.
Right, exactly. Yeah, exactly. I meant to ask you. I don't mean to put you on the spot on the podcast. Here, let me pause for a second. So
That's what you do. You
we can
spot.
edit this shit out. Just stop for a second. We can edit this out.
We got a lot of admin.
No, but after you had your surgery and you only ate soup for a week, I thought you looked thinner in your face, and I didn't say anything because I know that really bothers me. Maybe that's you just shaved the beard down.
shaved down, right.
Yeah, but did you feel like you needed to eat a whole bunch more? Because I don't know how you would eat 3,500 calories of soup every day. That would be ridiculous, right?
Wait, what was the question?
Did you feel like you needed to put weight back on after you?
Oh, absolutely. But not weight. So me, what I
Muscle.
battle is with size.
Yeah.
If my shirts fit a certain way, then I know I'm on top of my stuff. And when they don't, then I know that I've lost some weight. But so yeah, right away I was like, yo, I gotta get back to my lifting. I gotta get back to.
Because I know it was killing you to not when you had your surgery. They wouldn't let you go to the gym, right? I know you.
Yeah, I couldn't do nothing.
Going nuts.
I had all this pent up energy, and I was just sitting there like.
Well, you look the same. You look back to normal now. So.
Well, thanks.
Yeah.
I don't know that. So in my mind, I don't. So I'm still coming back. Like in my mind, I'm like, I still got probably 3 weeks worth of work to do. And then, but when people don't see you, I always tell people this all the time. Like you see yourself every day, so you don't see your results. That's even if you're on the path of losing weight or gaining, you don't see it. And we're our own worst critics, so we break down everything and we're not happy with it, whatever. When someone hasn't seen you for a while and they say something, it's the absolute truth because that's what they're just speaking to what they see.
Right.
And so actually it was Autumn's husband. I haven't seen him in probably a month. And he was like, hey man, you looking even better than and I was like, oh, thanks. So, you know what I mean? That's a fitness tip for some of y'all out there. People don't just make up that stuff. When they tell you that you've been losing weight or you look good, they mean it because if they haven't seen you, that's what they're gonna speak to.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, but yeah, that soup for a week was trash. The soup was good. Yeah. But to live that way, it was driving me crazy. Yeah. And I feel like I look like this. And so it just pissed me off. So now I'm lifting weights angry. But yeah, that's all.
Cool.
Mm-hmm. All right.
We good?
Yeah, we good. Chad, anything else? Oprah, shout out. Nothing?
I love you, baby.
Oh my God. And shout out to Rock Deep, man. Make sure y'all check out rockdeep.com. Get you some shoes, black owned, super dope. You know what I'm saying? They come with a history lesson. You don't see all the stuff up here, but yeah, man, check them out. There's a lot of stuff going on. They give you a mask and everything. You know what I'm saying? For all y'all mask wearers. And it's dope feel. It feels good too, right?
I just gave it to you upside down.
No, whatever. Yeah, he just touched it, so now I got the whole shit. All right, yeah, shout out to Rock Deep and all that. Bodybutters.com, check them out. Garner's Garden. Holla at your boy. We're gonna be out of here. Peace of love and fire answer. Shout out to Palm Trees. Freddie B, Chad C, we out of here. And that thing. Whatever he just did.